Okay, Bold Brigade, I am going to do a recording of, I've got a good friend on FaceTime. We're going to do a virtual appointment and we are going to demonstrate the 3D set and the clear proof. So she's on the other side. You can't see her. You can just see my phone propped up. And of course, in the mirror, you can't see this, Amanda, but in the mirror, they see all my little affirmation posts all over the mirror. Like one says, I'm the woman for the job, I'm the enemy's opposition, change your mindset, like all these affirmations. So anyways, yeah, I have to like feed my brain good stuff, right? Yeah. Okay, so first of all, thanks for taking time. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you right now. Do you remember our oil-free eye makeup remover? Mm-hmm. This is our most favorite product. So it's one of our top 10. So it's got a defined line. So it takes off waterproof from the top and then the regular from the bottom. So you shake that to activate it. So I have these two products on my eyes. I have our liquid liquid mascara, liquid eyeshadow. Thank you. This is a liquid. And this one actually is the Purple Nova, as you can see here. So I have the liquid eyeshadow that dries as a cream, and then our bombshell panorama. So that's what's on my eyelashes. So I'm going to show you that I'm going to take that off. So you shake to activate that. I'm going to put this on. You touch it to your eyelashes. And I know it's been a while since you've used our products and you've got some stuff that you're currently using. Tell me again what that product is that you use right now.
Curology.
Curology. Okay, so what? Tell me a little bit about that. I've had a couple different people tell me that they use it, but I'm not really sure I know of it.
Well, it's pretty much all like online. So and it's prescription. So like you get a face wash and lotion, and you get like this little prescription thing that you put on at night. And I got it like a year ago because I was having really bad acne. And it cleared it up. So yeah, that's what I've been using for mostly like a year and a half now, actually.
As you can see, that takes off everything right there. That's really gross right there. Okay, so that takes off your eye makeup. So I'm just going to ask you this, Amanda, if it's prescription, how do they figure out like what you need?
I sent them pictures.
Okay, of what your skin is, and they just kind of work with that. Okay, yeah. So is it a direct selling company or is it like an actual like brick and mortar, like a retail store?
I don't know if they have like an actual.
But there's not like people like me that go around sell it. It's like all online.
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah. It's all online.
Okay. The second thing, have you ever heard of micellar water?
Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of know this. This is a fairly new product to Mary Kay. I love it. This would have been perfect for you to have at the gym because you could just like wipe your face down really quick with cotton ball or like a terry cloth or whatever. But this has become my favorite because I can take it to the field. Now I don't have any makeup on, but I'm gonna show you. Probably I've got a lot of dirt on my face because I was outside. So I do love this because it's quick and I'm lazy sometimes. Even though I'm a consultant, I'm lazy. So you see that? That's gross. Okay, and I don't even have makeup on. This is just from the outside environment. But I will use this. It's also a great product to clean your brushes. So yeah, if that's one thing I could say that would help breakouts is if you don't clean your brushes enough, you'll get breakouts. So the micellar water, I love to sell these as a pair together because they are a good product to have. They complement each other. Okay, so I did that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and break into our 3D cleanser. It defines, delays, and delivers. Okay, all the benefits, right? Just all the things. And then it's a 4-in-1. So it cleanses, exfoliates, freshens, and it also has a built-in toner. Now, the one I sent you is combination oily. Okay, it's the purple stripe. So you will notice that it's going to have some purple beads. It's going to be gel-like. You've probably used this in the past. I may, when you were younger, had you on botanicals, so I'm not real sure if you've tried this or not. But we're gonna get our face wet, and then we're gonna put about a nickel size in our hand, okay? So you're gonna wash your whole face. Okay.
The fourth cleanser, right?
Yep, and you can get about 2 uses out of that, so I would just kind of put about y'all see that? Well, kind of in the mirror. Not really good at that. Anyway, I just spilled it on the computer. That's great. Okay. And when I'm doing this, you're going to go into an upward, outward motion. Okay. Now, if you haven't invested in a good cleansing brush, it may be beneficial to do that, Amanda, because that will clean your face 85% better than using your hands or a rag. Now, also you want to clean your neck. Okay, so go up your neck, okay, and just avoid the eyes. I'm going to rinse off here. Okay. So it's recommended you cleanse twice a day. If I can't get you in the habit of doing that, at least do it once a day at night, okay? Take your eye makeup off. We do have something nasty called eye mites that can develop if you don't clean your eyes. You've been in the medical field, I'm sure you probably have heard that. So you definitely want to make sure you do that. The cleanser, if you're using it twice daily, you're going to get about 3 months use out of it. If you don't mind me asking, how much do you pay for your Curology set? It comes with a cleanser, and then what else it comes with?
Lotion, face lotion, and then like what's it called? Like a prescription type of cream.
Okay, for the breakouts.
Yeah.
Okay. How much does all that cost you?
It's about $30 a month. $30 a month.
Okay, and it lasts you about a month?
I say it. So I mean the cleanser, the face wash will last probably about a month and a half, and the other stuff I've got like overflow of it.
Okay.
Extra, so more than a month.
So if I was to think, do you remember trying any of our Clear Proof line, which is the acne line?
Do I remember trying that?
Yeah, you remember? It would be the same line as I'm giving you the charcoal mask. The reason I say that is because that line is a $45 set. It comes with a cleanser. It comes with a, and all of it's quote unquote prescription, obviously, but it's an acne line. It comes with a cleanser, a moisturizer, a toner, which I love. I use the toner at times when I have breakouts. And then it comes with this, I call it the zit cream or whatever. And that's a pretty reasonable set. Fairly priced, comparable to yours, but ours would last about 3 months because you just use a little bit. So just kind of trying to get an idea of pricing and what would be more bang for your buck. Okay. Now, the good thing is you could probably intermingle, which is what we're going to do. We're going to intermingle some sets. We have 5 skincare lines now. So I mainly use the 3D line, but I like to introduce this Clear Proof mask also. So we've cleaned our whole face. Kind of give me some feedback right now, Amanda. What do you feel like so far? What do you like? What do you don't like?
I would say that my skin feels soft.
Yeah, that's probably my most favorite feedback, is it does feel soft. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you really quick about the day and the night cream. The night cream is my favorite. The day cream is amazing as well. It does, you have an option. You can have SPF 30 or no SPF. Here's the night cream, but I want you to do this. You're gonna take the night cream and put it on the right side of your face because we're getting ready for bed. Just on the right side. Okay. And you're only gonna use about this much. Okay, and I'm just gonna go on the right side of my face. Avoid the eyes. Again, this will probably last you longer because you're only using it once a day, so you'll probably get 4 months use out of this one, actually. Okay. Now, the day cream, while you're doing that, the day cream, again, you can have your option if you decide that you want to use this set. And I'm looking at your face too, Amanda. You don't have a lot of breakout. It could have just been a phase too. How old are you now?
27.
How?
27.
No, you're not. You can't be that old. Oh my gosh. I feel like you just joined college. Oh gosh, can't be that old. Anyway, okay, so you probably just went through a phase too. Sometimes, hormonal changes that can happen, right?
Yeah.
So the day cream, we're going to take it and we're going to put it on the right side of our neck. Just so you can feel the difference, okay? Same amount. You're just going to put it on the right side of your neck. Just that way you can kind of decide what you do and what you don't like. Okay, so team, day cream, right side of the neck. Night cream, right side of the face. Obviously, I'm doing this at night. That's why I'm using the night cream on the face. If it's during the day with you've got appointments, then swap it up. Okay. The last thing we're going to do is put the eye cream. I do love this eye cream. And I was actually a couple years older than you, 29, when I actually started skincare. So you are ahead of me on the game for that, okay? So definitely keep up the good work on skincare. But I can say that I can look back at pictures from those years, and I do look younger just because I have been turning those years back. So the eye cream is super, super light. Love this. You literally use this a pea size. And I want you to just use it on the right side again. And what you're going to do, Amanda, is you're going to use your ring finger to apply that, just a pea size. And you're going to dab it on that cheekbone right here. Okay, do y'all see that? I'm just dabbing right on the cheekbone. And then I'm going to go kind of off to the side where the crow's feet is, expression lines. And then I'm going to go up top to where the eyebrow bone is. We use our ring finger, Amanda, because it applies the least amount of pressure. So when you're doing eyeliner, eyeshadows, creams, those things, you want to use the ring finger and you want to do a dab motion. You can actually slightly glide it back, but we're just going to do this right side so you can kind of feel. I love our eye cream. It's probably one of my favorites. I do use a different one at nighttime because I like the thicker one. This is part of the Prestige line, so I use that one. So that completes the whole set. I'm going to tell you how much this whole set is, okay? This whole set is 120. About jumped her a price here. It's 120, but your first buy, because you are doing this with me, you get it for 99. Now, if you think about that, that's 4 pieces. It's really about the same amount as what you're paying now for your Curology. It's $33 a month. And you get 3 to, I would say, if you're doing it twice a day, obviously you're getting 3 to 4 months. If you're doing it once a day, the eye cream pea size, you're going to get about 4 to 5 months. Okay, so that's our 3D set. Now let's move into the clear proof. I do love this. This is our mask, charcoal mask. Okay, have you used masks before? Sure. Yeah, have you used a charcoal one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is not the one that you peel off or anything, but this is great. It's a deep cleansing mask. Use it 3 times for you. I would say 3 times a week. Definitely in the T-zone area where you would be the oiliest. Sometimes I call it M&M. I'll do a multi-mask. I'll use this mask, and then I'll use a gel mask, a moisture gel mask in the drier areas. I like to sell those as a pair together too, because it's really nice to do them at the same time. But yes, definitely what it does, it has extracts of rosemary, peppermint. It draws the magnet like a magnet. That charcoal is drawn to the face. And what we're going to do is I'm going to use this little fun paintbrush here. I call it my paintbrush, but it's a little silicone tool. Makes me feel like I'm Picasso because I definitely can't paint. But we're going to put this on the left side only. Okay, the left side only. And we're just going to go to town painting. And you can use your fingers or whatever. This is great. Even at Andrew's age, boys love this. When I was married prior, I had a stepson. He was 10 at that time, but he was kind of going through some puberty at 11 and 12. And he was coming to me going, I need help. I'm like, here, try this. At the end of the week, I had no more mask. I'm like, what did you do? He's like, well, I've been using the mask. I'm like, how many times a day? And so he loved it. He loved it. So we're just going to put this on. A little goes a long way. We're going to allow it to dry. Okay. Again, we're using it on the left side. Okay. Because we didn't put any night or day cream on the right. So while that's drying, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about different types of consultants, kind of intermingled like with my story. And you kind of know my story a little bit because I've known you for so many years. But you were also small when, me and your brother were married. But so the way I started Mary Kay is just like this, except we were in person. Someone set me down and they showed me the exact miracle set, except it was an older formula. So they showed me the exact miracle set and they put like a little bit of mascara on me and they took a before and after picture and I looked phenomenal. I was like, wow, like just in one time use, I could tell like my face just looked more vibrant. Just, it wasn't dull. It just looked cleaner. So I did exactly what she told me to do. I took the product home. I used it twice a day. And of course I was still active duty at the time. So I used it twice a day and people started noticing. They're like, man, what are you doing to your face? I'm like, I'm washing it, pretty much washing it. And they're like, with what? I'm like, well, I'm using Mary Kay products now. Now I knew of Mary Kay because my mom used it a couple times. She had some products, but it was something that never interested me. No one really taught me how to take care of my skin. I literally just used the shampoo for my hair. I was like, all right, we're good to go, right? So started using the products. Well, at the end of 3 months, guess what? I start running out. So I go back to her and she says, well, you can really just buy this from yourself. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, you should sign up to be a consultant. I'm like, you don't understand. I don't even like girls. I don't like women. I don't even like the color pink, and they're like, don't worry. You don't have to like women and you don't have to like the color pink. You can literally buy this from yourself at half price. So at the time I bought the set for $110, but then she said, you can buy it from yourself at $55. I'm like, sign me up because I was frugal Franny. So that's how I started, right? I started on the product, fell in love, decided that I wanted to save 50%. And that's how I started buying for myself for $55. So here I am, just a happy person buying for myself. And I kind of was transitioning from that active duty to National Guard, trying to figure out like what do I want to do with my life. And I started playing a little bit more and going with my friend to these different parties and just learning about the product itself. And I decided to make some extra cash on it. So I decided to be that side gig girl, right? So instead of making the 50%, I was actually, or saving the 50%, I was making 50%. So not only was I saving it, I was making it. Well, how was I doing that? I literally did what she did. I sold a couple of these a week. Well, if I'm selling 2 of these a week, that's $240 in sales. And so every week, just as a side gig, I was making $120. Well, I can do that, right? So that was how I kind of started the side gig. Well, my why of why I really stayed in Mary Kay was Cody. If you remember, we adopted Cody. And so he was my reason why to stay in Mary Kay. Because what happened was I took all the money I made in Mary Kay from my sales, and I started team building then. So I had commissions, took all that money, and I was able to fund his adoption. So it's kind of a running joke, but I paid him off, right? So it took us 6 months, I paid him off. So I took all the money we made in Mary Kay, and I paid on him, and we basically bought him, if you want to say it. But he was my why. But things have changed over the years. I've been doing Mary Kay for 11 years now, and I've kind of been in and out of Mary Kay. I've been a director a couple different times, actually. But life happens, military happens, I've moved, I got married, a kid's getting older, things are just changing. And so my demand in the military came pretty heavy. If you don't know, I'm a commander of almost 4 years now. And that doesn't mean I just have one kid. I have like 75. I call them kids because they act like them sometimes. Well, my demand shifted where I had to be more focused on them. I had to attend to all their problems, their issues. Our training increased because now we're going into a deployment. So my time with my son got cut. I was calling in-laws from out of town to come watch him. I was calling friends from out of town. Can you come watch my son while I'm having to go train? And so he felt the blunt of that. And he told me one day, he said, Mom, I don't want to be the first kid at school and the last one to be picked up anymore. That's how much time I was gone. And that hit hard for me. So I basically told him, okay, give me 1 more year. Let Mommy get done with this deployment. And when I come back, I'll work my business full time. So I made him that promise. I made him the decision that that's what I was going to do. And so when I came back, I said, okay, I'm working my business full time. So I made a decision that I'm going to work hard as I can to get to director as fast as I can so we can provide a stable life for Cody. I still do my military 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks out of the year, but it's a good time because I'm coming out of command in August. So now I can focus more on him. I'll be doing a staff position job, boring work. But the goal is that this is my full-time gig. So I'm basically doing the gotta have it all, right? I'm team building, saving 50%, I'm making 50%. When I say team building, I'm earning commissions. And the more I move up, the more commissions I get, the more streams of income I get. I'm eligible for bonuses. That means, if I bring a team member in, if you decide, hey, I want to do a side gig, I bring you in. I'm eligible to get a $50 bonus right now. But as a director, that doubles. I'm eligible for the car program. If I don't want the car, I can take the cash option. So I have those flexibility, I have multiple streams of income to allow me to be able to sit down and provide for my kids. The one thing I did talk to him today about actually was I wrote down some things, and I basically said what I want my life to look like with Cody. And I asked him, I said, Cody, what do you want my life to look like with you? And he says, can you come to my school more? I said, yes, I can. So I told him I would come to his school more. He wants me to substitute sometimes or be a volunteer. With my job as a Mary Kay consultant, I can be flexible to do that. I can have the opportunity. So my dream that I'm going to do is I want to make it to the top, right? The top is the national sales director. They're the closest ones. They're the ultimate influencers, right? The ultimate influencers that breathe belief into women that have dreams, that have goals. And when I say dreams and goals, it's your dream and goal right now is to be in the medical field. And we need people like you. However, you may decide that this business could be an opportunity for you to help fund that dream and goal, right? Maybe it's to make extra cash to do that. Maybe it's because you love the product, you want to save on it, right? So with that being said, I want to be at the top to make as much money as I can, because my dream is I want to take the money that I make to help fund a nonprofit organization that deals with veteran suicide. That hits real home to me because there's a lot of soldiers that I've dealt with that have been this close to suicide. And I don't want one to lose on my watch. That's why I commented on your mental health about what you're wanting to do, because that means a lot to me. And I think for me, it's, if I can help a soldier and my dream business can do that, then that's what I'm going to do. Right. So I'm going to make as much as I can. And at the same time, I'm influencing women. I'm teaching them how to dream again. I'm stepping them into a position where they can have the freedom, the flexibility, opportunity to do what they want to do. So I don't even know, do you even know how much it costs to be in the business? Like if you was just become a consultant, it's $30. $30 to join Mary Kay. $30. What that does, that gets you your eStart business kit, which is get your own personal website, which means now mom can order from your website. That's what your $30 gets you. So I just want to ask you, from what you learned from me before we wash our face off, what questions do you have about the business? Like, ask me any question.
Is there like a monthly quota?
I'm glad you asked that. That's probably one of the most popular questions. No, there's no subscription fee. There's no monthly quotas. You sign in to be a consultant, a Mary Kay consultant, for $30. That gets you your eStart thing. It also allows you to, if someone comes to you and says, hey, I want to buy the Eye Makeup Remover mascara and the clear proof mask, you go, okay, how would you like to pay? Debit, credit card. Okay, cool. That also gets you your payment plan, like your payment option. It's called ProPay, kind of like the Square. You pay $1, and that allows you for the whole year to run debit credit cards in a secure manner. Okay, as a businesswoman would. And there is no monthly quotas. There's no yearly subscriptions or monthly subscriptions. The only thing that has to happen, Amanda, is when you place your very first order, it needs to be a certain amount. Now, remember, you're making 50%, right? Or you're saving 50%. So your order has to be at least a $225 wholesale, which means it's $450 worth of product. Well, here's the deal. If you buy the set for $120, you yourself, $225 is not much if you think about it. If you only did that a couple times a year as a smart shopper, you yourself's going to use that. But you've got your aunt, you've got your mom, you've got family members that use these products, because I remember them using them. So you only have to actually buy product, purchase product from the company once a year to maintain a Mary Kay consultant. Does that make sense? So you buy it one time a year to maintain consultant. If you never do that, you just fall out of the system. No one's going to take you to Mary Kay jail or anything like that. What other question do you have?
I think that's it.
That's a big question. That's an important one, because a lot of times, I can tell you this, I just canceled a Zaya subscription fee. You know how much they were charging me to have a back office website? When I say back office, for me to actually go on there and order clothing, this is a Zaya top, $15 a month. It doesn't seem much until you really don't use it.
Yeah.
Because for me to maintain, to be a Zumba instructor, you know how much that is? $40 a month. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So when I start looking at other direct selling companies or businesses, $30 a year for you to have a website that Mary Kay maintains is cheap. You know what I'm saying? They maintain it. All you do is put in your personal website that you would like to have it as and a profile picture. That's it. People go on there and order from you. Simple. You know, I can't say they've done so much to improve their technology, and their social media has just been advanced, especially since the pandemic. So if you were to choose a type of consultant, what would it be? Would you be the smart shopper where you save 50%? Would it be the side gig where you'd save and make 50%? Or would you be like me, the all in, I want to make a lot of money?
Well, I don't like sales, so I'd probably be the shopper.
Okay. I like a person that says they don't like sales. Because if you remember, this product's been around for, well, you don't remember, but it's been around for 59 years. So I'm not really selling this stuff to you. You just have a choice. So I like it when people say they don't like sales, because this product, I don't sell it to people. I show it just like I'm doing this. They like it, they buy it. If they don't, they don't. That's the good thing about it. The best thing about it is if you buy it, like for instance, somebody bought the new puffiness cream, okay, from me, that did not react with their skin the way they wanted to. So I got it back from them. I go into the computer. I tell them that, hey, customer A didn't like this. So they're going to give me a brand new one back. They're going to ship a brand new one to me so I can put it on my shelf. I now can use this as a demonstration or throw it away. What I did for that customer is I said, hey, I can give you your money back, or I can exchange it for something else. Obviously, she loves her Mary Kay, so she chose to exchange it for something else. I didn't even lose out as the consultant, because Mary Kay gave me a brand new product. So that's really cool that customers have that option. And I do know that like a lot of places, when you purchase products like this, they don't take it back. And that's unfortunate, especially in today's world. So, so smart shopper, and that's perfectly feasible. A lot of people do start out that way. So before we wash this off, there's only one other question I want to ask you is, if we were to do a second appointment, what product would you love to try next? It can be color or skincare.
I'm not sure. I'm not too familiar with the products.
I know you were quite young when your mom used them a lot, so you didn't really play in them. If I had to choose something for you, I would choose this mascara, because you have bombshell lashes already. And your eyebrows, I don't know if you shave them, but you do a good job of that too. So I would say you would look amazing in this Panorama mascara. Yeah. So that's what, if I had to choose something for you. Do you like some color products? Do you like color?
Not really, no.
You just use a lot of skincare. You don't necessarily do a lot of color. You may really like the CC cream. That's something I can send you next. Did you get that in your packet this time?
No.
Okay, so the CC cream basically is a tinted moisturizer. It has SPF 15. It evens out your skin tone. You would probably be light to medium, maybe medium to deep. Your skin tone. You're not as dark as your mom, obviously, but I'm looking at, well, you don't have really a good tan going on right now, anyways. But maybe light to medium. And it just it looks like a foundation, but it's super light, but it's a moisturizer and a tinted moisturizer. So I can send that to you next, and we can let you experiment with that. So do you got any questions before we wash this off? Because I'm gonna cut this off and then we can chat. Okay, so just kind of notice your face. You should notice some dry spots. Obviously, it's pretty tight. It's gonna wash off super easy. If you have any white, like lighter spots, those are gonna be like the blackheads. Any darker spots that you notice are going to be the oil. Okay. Okay, team, I'm going to cut this off. All we're going to do is wipe it off and close out. So thank y'all for watching.